it all up in a nutshell.
Or it could be worse. I could be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. That movie's cheesy as
The secret. Wait a minute. What was this? It was the secret of the what, Big Josh?
ooze.
The ooze.
Secret of the Ooze.
ooze.
Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of the ooze.
The ooze.
The ooze.
I like
It's-
that.
it
I
was-
like
it was
that. That sounds better
cheesy.
like that. The ooze. I like it.
Yeah, it was the most cheesiest movie
See,
watching
that should have been the voice of the trailer of the part 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. That would have been a great trailer.
Ooze. Yeah,
That'd
you
been
got me
awesome.
saying that. Oh my, it's the
That would
Ooze.
have been the best. That would have been the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RueTV 2020. I am privileged, pleasured, and pleasured. I don't know about pleasure, but privileged and honored to have two of my favorite YouTubers on the show right here tonight. We got Danny CINESTALKER, and we got the one. Danny, how you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good about you.
Good to see you, man. I'm doing fine, doing fine. And of course, everybody knows the wet one, WETMOVIE1. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Mitchell?
How you doing? I'm just laying on the floor like a stupid ass cringe hole. Right. I was sitting up, but I was like, maybe I'll get better connection just, laying down. Like,
Well, I mean,
like normal, but
I think the king of cringe has basically solved the problem. You've got usually when you get to reception, you have to kind of stand it up in the air and kind of stand on top of the house and everything. But you figured out the opposite. You just lay belly first.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Big Josh, you want to say hello to WETMOVIE and Danny CINESTALKER here?
Honored to speak with you guys tonight.
We got four
Awesome.
sides of the country.
Really cool to be here. It's really cool to be here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We got let's see, New Jersey, right outside of Philly. We got you guys, and you guys are both in San Diego, right?
Oh, I'm in
No.
Hollywood, California, and I think Danny's in San Diego.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. We got Hollywood. We got Hollywood, San Diego, and of course, Big Josh. Where the hell are you from?
Oh, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Of course,
There you
everybody
go.
knows Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Now, guys, we had to do this. Of course, it's Monday night. Tuesday's the big hoarding update. If you don't know about WETMOVIE and CINESTALKER's YouTube channels, you need to subscribe. I'll have a link down below so you can check out their videos. They're big into Blu-rays, DVDs, movie reviews, even the old school VHSs. If anybody is watching this is old enough to remember that. I picked up actually a few Blu-rays recently. Here's one right here. I don't know if you guys saw this Trick. It's a pretty decent one.
That's cool.
Yeah, pretty decent one. And I got it.
Danny, did you just call Danny a trick?
I did call
Yes.
Danny a trick, and
I'm a trick, dude. I gotta make money somehow.
called Danny a trick, and of course I called WETMOVIE Joker here. But
Okay.
More importantly, the Blu-ray that I picked up that we were going to talk about right now is this one. Is this one here? And maybe Brendan can help me out with this right here. This is something from I don't know if this is The Hangover 5 or something. I don't know what the hell that. Oh, Out and About 2, the Las Vegas Adventure. As you can see right here, I saw this man named Gabriel Mercado more nude than I wanted to. Is there an explanation for this WETMOVIE? Why did we see so much nude Gabe? Nude Gabe. Why?
Well, let's be honest. Who the hell doesn't want to see Gabe naked?
Well,
You watch the
honestly,
videos
I
for fucking
was
years. Everyone begs for it. Everyone's aching.
I'd say it was very entertaining, very well done, by the way. In all seriousness, the deal with the fanny pack, in the dumpster, I was dying. That was great. Great. Gabe was just did a great. First of all, for people who don't know, can you explain Danny or more so, I guess WETMOVIE, because you knew him first. Who is, for the people who don't know, who the hell is Gabe? Who is Gabe anyway?
Well, Gabe's this guy that I just happened to find one day when I went to like Mexico a long time ago.
Where'd you find him?
I found him in this place called the Hong Kong Bar in TJ.
Hong Kong. It was a place there called Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, it was like 20 some odd years ago, and
Right.
I where I was there for like a family vacation. Like my mom took me,
Right.
my sister, and like the whole family down there to TJ.
Yeah.
And we're just walking around the red light district, and we saw this poor little Mexican guy, and he was like selling chiclets and shit. I was just like, what? I think we need to take him home. And then we took him home, and we found him with family, and then like we started going to school together, and that's pretty much how it all came about.
Was
That's
any
awesome.
part was any part of that was any part of that story fabricated, or was that the 100% truth, Brandon Mitchell?
No, it was all horseshit. No, I just met him in elementary school, and then we became friends from there.
Yeah, I thought so. Now, CINESTALKER,
Yeah.
I believe you met the crew, the Wet Movie crew, through Sean C, or did you know Wet Movie first? I don't remember how you became part of the whole circle of Wet Movies crew. Do you remember?
Yeah. Well, a long time ago, before I met Brendan, I did meet Sean one time.
Okay.
Long time ago at a Fry's electronics store. I was going to a audition. I was just killing some time in there.
Right.
And I saw this big guy with a hat. I'm like, I think he looks familiar, this guy. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's Sean. That's Sean C. Phillips right there. So I was like, went up to him and hey, what's up, dude? Like it's like years, like it was probably like 6 years ago or something like that. I talked
Gotcha.
a little while, but I knew Brendan too. I mean, I knew of Brendan, and then I went to a horror convention.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was like Monster Palooza, or it was one of those
yeah.
ones. And then I was just there walking around. I seen Brendan. I was like, "Oh, cool!" I'm gonna talk to this cool movie guy. So say, "Hey, what's up, dude? I like your videos. How's how's everything at the convention so far? You having a good time?" Just kind of small talk a little bit, and it's like, "Yeah, it's going good." I'm like, "This guy, he seems really cool, man." Because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like, I go up to this guy and like think, "Who the hell is this stranger talking to me?"
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
So then I was up there with like a friend of mine, and then Brendan was he's making a video there. And then we're in. And then he asked me and my former buddy of mine to be in a video together with him, like to
Right.
kind of add to it. And then the whole place, like the electricity went out for like a
Really?
quick second. Yeah, it was weird. And then we did like this little skit where we were inside his hotel room. He was like trying to take advantage of him. It was like a weird skit, and then just kind of like a improv. Then we're just talking. They were just talking to Brendan. He was real cool, and I think we went to Del Taco, kind of waiting for him to get picked up. Then we started talking and kind of shooting the shit. And it was real cool. Yeah. And then from then on, I just kind of kept in contact and just started talking. Had a lot of cool stuff in common, and then we started like hanging out. I started driving up to LA to hang out.
Now, Danny,
yeah.
did you at the time did you have your YouTube channel, or did you make it after?
No, I didn't even have a YouTube. I wanted to do one before, but I didn't really know how to go about doing it.
Yeah,
I didn't think of a name. I had no idea how to really record myself. I was like, what the hell do I do this? I feel kind of weird. You know what I mean? But I wanted to show some stuff, but I never knew really how to go about it. But then I was just doing stuff with Brendan. Like this, I was kind of like, me and my other buddy were kind of like special guests in his videos here and there.
Right.
I hear just kind of showing stuff around town where like we kind of play off each other pretty good because like we have the same kind of cringy humor. So
yeah, no, I hear you.
So we kind of fed off each other, like being ridiculous and like wacky.
Yeah,
I think Brendan dug that because it was I think a little bit different than other just other people. Like it's kind of different, just a different dynamic. I think it kind of worked, and then and then people started like his viewers started kind of liking us in it because I don't know, they might think, who are these idiots in his videos, like get away from Brendan, like what are you guys doing? And you never know what people might think, and I wanted to do nothing like that at all, and I was just having fun, I just was going with the flow. Then then Brendan was like suggesting, hey, I think you should do your own YouTube channel, I think that'd be cool. I was like, oh, okay, like how do I do it? You know what I mean? I don't know, like because he's like, oh, you just do this and then I think I started talking to Sean a little bit at that time too, more because since he's seen me with Brendan, he's like, this is that guy, Danny. Okay, he seems all right. And then I was asking Sean, like, how do you record? And he records on his iPhone. I was like, okay, that's cool. I got an iPhone, so easy enough. And then use iMovie's editing software. I'm like, that's pretty easy. And then
just snowballed from there, I guess.
Just started doing videos, and it felt really weird at first talking to myself, like on camera. You know, it's kind of weird, you know, talking to myself, you know, like,
Yeah.
what do I, and then just started doing it with like that.
Right.
Things. But it was cool though.
Yeah, it's I can think back to Wet Movie. God, I'm trying to think. Maybe 2007, early 2006, when I first saw you. You used to do the even later than that, the bubbles, and used to just for those of you who don't know, Brendan lost a lot of weight. He used to be a heavier guy. He lost about, how much weight did you lose, Brandon? Like a couple 100 pounds or something?
A little over 200 pounds, but I have put some back on, and I'm struggling with it today. It's something I'm always going to be struggling with. But yeah.
No. Yeah, but yeah, so he looked a lot different back then. So if you go back and look at and search for the old videos on Wet Movies channel, it does look slightly different, a lot different, I should say. But Big Josh, you're going through a weight loss journey yourself, Big Josh. So do you have any questions for Mr. Wet Movie about that?
Yeah, it's just what do you think be like a best advice you can give me?
The best advice I can give you is the advice I got from a friend of mine / like actor person that I've known, that was a big guy, then lost a whole lot of weight, and then when I was at my biggest, I asked him that same question, like, dude, what am I supposed to do? And his name is Eric Edwards. You may know him from Problem Child 2. You played Murph, the big guy that was taped up to the wall, and he was in like Sergeant Bilko and stuff. Yep. And he was in a bunch of stuff in like the 90s. And I asked him that question. I was just like, hey, dude, what did you do to lose all this weight? And all he said to me was, eat more, or eat less, exercise more. Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah. But at the time, I'm like, what the fuck is what? I'm like, that's it. And that's pretty much what it is, dude. Just like, watch the calorie intake and stuff.
That's it. Yeah. It's crazy, but that really is it. But yeah, and don't put Twinkies on your pizza, as they say in heavyweights. Yeah, you don't want to mix that. But speaking of that, one of my favorite yearly videos traditions. I don't know if you did it last summer, Danny, but and Wet Movie. But sometimes Sean goes too. But when you go to the carnival and eat that crazy shit. Sometimes Do you ever get sick after eating that crazy stuff, Danny, or do you really enjoy it? Do you sell it for the camera?
I'm okay. Sometimes I'll sell it, but usually I'm okay. I never get sick though. Yeah. I'm usually okay. Yeah. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, San Diego Carnival, I think, right? Or San Diego Fair, rather.
Yeah, San Diego Fair. Yep,
yeah,
San
right.
Diego Fair. Yeah, I think Brendan's been there I think once or twice, right? Did you go there once? Yeah.
No, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there a few times, but I've known afterwards you and Sean had like problems, sitting on the toilet for hours afterwards.
You can't say that. Yeah, might get the Hershey squirts.
Yeah,
that's just between us.
Yeah, that's true. Now, speaking of we talked about a little bit of movies, but what people might not know is both you and both Danny and Wet Movie are indie horror actors and have acted in some various projects over the past few years. Matter of fact, I know Wet Movie has, and recently I saw Danny all bloodied up, I think, in a film that recently filmed close by. You want to talk to us or plug that film, Danny, whatever that was?
It was a cool project. It was like last weekend. This movie called All for Gods. Directed by this guy Rob Mulligan. Yeah, and co-starring this one guy named Mike Ferguson. He's like a really big dude, and he's like he plays like this crazy killer guy. And then we're at a party, and then the party doesn't go right. We're doing like poker and talking about whatever. Then something happens, and I get messed up, and I get my guts fall out. So sometimes it happens. Whoa. But it was fun though. It was fun. It was a fun project. And what's cool too, I showed Brendan earlier, like. I got in the mail today. I got this movie called Restricted Area. Okay. It's cool. Like me and Sean are in it for like the very first part of the movie, like the 10 or 15 minutes of the movie. Was just me and him. Just me and him in it. And like it's a pretty cool like backwoods slasher, and it comes out on Walmart next month on February 4th.
Interesting.
It'll be out all the Walmarts, so it should be pretty cool. Definitely happy about that because I didn't know. It's directed by this guy named Christopher Donald, a really cool guy who filmed it like 2 years ago up in LA somewhere in this cool area. like there's like cabins, like weird stuff up there, and then
Good look, yeah, good
there.
sets.
So it was cool. We got all blooded up in that thing too. So
That was cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. For sure. Hope it does well at Walmart.
Yeah, totally. That's gonna get a big national release, and it's like from a company like me and Brendan and stuff do reviews for. One of them, like Mill Creek, is putting it out, so it's really cool. It's like, whoa, this is pretty rad, like kind of weird.
I think I just saw
release like that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, especially seeing it, and everywhere. I mean, literally in Jersey, WalMarts and Pigeon Forge Walmarts, everywhere. Yeah, they get the same displays everywhere. That's awesome.
It'd be everywhere. Yeah, we can next month, February 4th, I believe, is the day. I think so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I acted in an indie horror movie. I played the main zombie, and I had to buy the damn film that I acted in 100-degree heat. It's called For Love of Zombies. It's on the Internet Movie Database. Hi, Ethan. Is that Ethan? Who's
Ethan
it?
right there?
There's Ethan. Hey, Ethan. How you doing, dude? What's going on, dude?
I don't know if you can hear you because I have the headphones on, but yeah.
Ethan, you're the man. Tell me you're the man, Ethan.
You're the man, Ethan. Hey, go back downstairs to the mom and daddy.
It's crazy. I remember him as like a baby and stuff. It's crazy, like how much he's grown. It's like it's crazy from like just like real quick. It's like
he's gonna be getting into WWE pretty soon if he isn't already. Wet movie.
Oh yeah, we got that age probably coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh, my King. Look at this. I'm a 38-year-old.
Oh, that's cool.
King Mabel doll. Look at that.
King Mabel.
Look at that. Remember that?
I do.
Remember that guy right there? Big Josh. Remember King Mabel? Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Man on a Mission.
Man on a Mission. Yeah. Now wait a minute. Ethan, what the hell are you doing there? He's dancing. He's doing a Michael Jackson. All right, entertaining. It's like Saturday Night Live when they cut to the musical act. Ethan's the musical act. He's just doing a little dance for us. All right. Yeah. I got a question for you about Gabe fascinates me. I got one quick question. He's got a tattoo on his boob of B.O.B.
Yes.
Now the rumor, my cousin. Let me give a shout out to my cousin Tyler. He's a huge Wet Movie fan, huge CINESTALKER fan, and he told me that the Bob tattoo stood for borrow off Brandon. In other words, it meant his credo to live and die, borrow Blu-rays off Brandon. Unless Bob is a person that passed away, then I'm sorry, Gabriel, if you're watching this and I'm offending you, but I heard it stood for borrow off Brandon. I don't know, or I don't know what the hell it stands. Do you know anything about this?
Okay, look. The BOB stands for something that definitely wouldn't fly today. But when he got it, it was completely different because you know how times have changed.
Yes,
people are
politically incorrect. Yeah.
BOB stands for boy on. That's why he put it on. But now if you ask him, he's gonna say, it means band of brothers. But that's what it really meant.
Big Josh, any urge to get a BOB tattoo, maybe on the shoulder?
No, I'm good.
Not at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever, man, whatever. Let me see. I talked to Mr. Ethan. What did you feed him? You give him Fruit Loops with Fun Dip in it?
No, I just gave beans. You know what I'm saying? More you too.
Went to the Yeah. By the way, I got to bring this up. Brendan used to work at a Blockbuster, hence the Blockbuster shirt right there. I love that shirt. I have that same shirt. Mm-hmm. I miss those days. I miss those videos. It sucks. It sucks to live on the East Coast because I watch these videos of you guys. I just watched one of you, CINESTALKER, and I think we did one too, where you go out hunting, VHS hunting at these cool throwback, or maybe they're just old stores that never closed when the market went down. And they just stayed open through, maybe the owner has like money and just keeps it open. I don't know. But you find these places out west, there's none of that here. There's literally in Philadelphia, Atlantic City, even really, honestly, New York doesn't have much. So you guys are very lucky to be where you're at on the West Coast.
That's crazy. There's none over there. It's tripped out. Like I thought there was like a few.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Like when I see them, it's like, holy crap! I could smell the nostalgia. I can smell the dust. I get
that dust smells. That's that. Yes.
Yeah.
That smells. That's
I know how they feel. I know how they feel. I got one.
Describe how they feel, Big Josh.
Well, I have. There's a place in Knoxville, Tennessee called McKay's, and they have so much. It's videos, toys, like some kind of like these Hot Wheels,
Well, that's
Okay.
cool.
And it's like it's everywhere. It's just I've been down there buying videos before, and I've seen flea markets sell videos.
Oh
Flea
yeah.
market sell the videos too. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you get the flea market or the swap meet,
Mm.
but you don't really get the true stores out here. And when I watch those videos, I'm like, damn it, man. The last true store that we had, I mean, was a chain store, friggin' movie stop that closed.
Okay.
We got it. Like, literally in my area, there is one FYE left.
Okay.
So it's just like it's tough. It's tough for physical media.
Crazy.
Nobody's buying it anymore, and it's sad. It's sad, really. It's going the way of the dinosaur, but I don't really care. I mean, there's a niche audience. We are the niche audience. We still buy it.
Yeah.
As long as there's people like us that'll buy it, it will have a life. It's just not going to be as mainstream as it was 10, 15 years ago. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know, you know.
There was actually a video store I went to today. I sometimes pre-film certain parts of my hoarding up video, like, you know, a couple of days beforehand.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially on Tuesdays, I know where I have like another event or someplace I'm going to.
Yeah.
So I pre-shot a couple of things today for tomorrow's video. So I went to this place called Movie Town.
Okay.
That I went to a handful of times throughout the years. And today was the first day when I went there. I'm like, oh shit, it's gone. You know,
Really?
I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Out of
wow.
the blue, just wiped it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very sad. Very sad.
I miss video stores.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big Josh, what was your go-to movie that you rented like 100 times at your local video store? Showgirls.
Actually, that was
That was
close.
one
You're
of them.
close.
Show. All right. Let me guess again. I want to go.
What?
I'm gonna go with what's Barbed Wire.
No, but
No?
that
All
was.
right. Wait a minute. Poison Ivy.
Oh,
Part
shut
two.
up. Oh, shush.
All right. Well, the next one. Let me see. What about that one with Jenna Jameson?
No.
No.
No
Okay.
porno.
All right.
Janet Jameson made a regular movie?
No, actually, no. Legit, she did. I remember about 10 years ago. It's called Zombie Strippers, and Robert Englund's in it. That's
Oh,
not
that's
even
right. Yeah, she did that. That's right. The zombie
Yeah.
strippers. I remember that. Yes.
I
True.
can't vouch for it being very good, but I did watch it. It was funny.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But it's like me, but you know, like we like you know, we like bad cheesy horror. So I mean, check it
yeah.
out.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, Wet Movie. Whatever happened to Swap Meet Searcher? Is he around anymore, or is he like gone the way? Whatever happened to him? Is he friend?
He just kind of went to you know, he just disappears, comes
Just
back.
vanishes, right? Comes
Yeah.
out.
I know he lives semi near me, unless he moved, but I know he had
Yeah.
a kid and went all kind of in his own little.
That's right. He did have a kid. That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember seeing him in the videos. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Was
It's
that
really
something you saw him like
strange.
about a year ago? Was that something you saw him like a year ago?
Yeah, it was just random. Like he messaged me like, Brendan, let's go do a hoarding up video. I'm like, okay. And then
Yeah.
just saw, and then like that was it. Not one word since then.
I saw a pretty good movie a week and a half ago. Uncut Gem. Not Uncut Gem. I wanted to see that. I saw it. It's a knife. The frig was it called? Knives Out. Really good recommendation. If you guys check that out, we were waiting for it for Blu-ray, but it was friggin' awesome. Really good murder mystery. Throwback murder mystery.
And it was actually directed and written by the guy that made Star Wars: The Last Jedi,
Interesting.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Ryan Johnson or whatever.
Michael Shannon's in that, and a couple other guys. I think Jamie Lee Curtis is actually in that.
Chris
But,
Evans.
Chris Evans, yeah.
Daniel
Yeah,
Craig.
I gotta check that one out. But yeah, I heard nothing but good things about that one. Heard it's real good.
Yeah, definitely check that out. I'm headed to you guys are West Coast. The big horror con out my way is Monster Mania Con.
Cool.
I'm going to be going to that real soon in a couple months. A lot of big horror actors coming out there. The guys from 3 from Hell. I love Bill Moseley. I mean, you guys fans of him, and of course Sid. Sid Haig passed away. Very sad. He was such a nice man. Met him a few times. But the Wet Movie recently, in the past couple of years, I got 2 questions for you about this. You do these interactions at the cons sometimes. I mean, in the movie, you were talking to friggin' Tommy Chong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get nervous just watching it. Do you get nervous talking to these people, or you feel comfortable, or do you? And also, you ask them ahead of time, right? Do you get some like, no, kid, get out of here. I don't want to do the interview.
Well, dude, you kind of have to ask. You can't just like bust out the fucking.
No, yeah, you have
like,
to. You have to, yeah. You know, can't throw it. Yeah.
Of course, I ask. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I didn't ask and I busted out like TMZ, they'd be like, "Motherfucker."
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
No, but yeah, it was cool. Like Tommy, I asked Tommy Chong, you know, we're just doing this little YouTube, movie vlog thing. You know, is it cool? He's like, oh yeah, man, as long as you talk about my Chong's choice, man, and give Chong's choice a shout out or credit, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm going to that. I'm trying to think of who I want to interview. Maybe Danielle Harris. Danielle Harris is
she'll do it. She's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
She's always super kind.
What if I asked her what are the odds of her getting divorced and so we could date one day? You think she wouldn't like that? No, probably wouldn't like that.
If you get any kind of weird questions that you think are questionable,
yeah.
The very end.
So that's a good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. That's a trick. Yeah, that's a trick for the anytime you go to a show or a stand-up comedy show or any kind of live show, maybe a Kevin Smith thing or Q&A where they say no photos or videos, just take the phone out at the end. What are they going to do? Kick you out? The friggin' thing's over. That's a trick that I always used to do.
Totally, yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. I used to do that at comedy clubs. It's like, if you want to take a picture of the guy on stage, just wait till it's done. We're going to kick you out. It's done anyway. But it's a little trick. But anyway, Big Josh, do you have any questions for Mr. Wet Movie or Mr. CINESTALKER? Because I know you were curious about the few things. What about, Big Josh is an up and coming YouTuber. You're trying to become a YouTuber too. Did you want to ask them about the how YouTube has changed over the years from the golden years of the early days to now? I can give you one word of how it's changed or what it feels like now.
Yeah, I remember when I done it in 2015. It was like Google Hangouts, the most easy shit you can do. And then now it's like,
I'm not so much talking about that. I'm talking about visibility for smaller channels.
Yeah, I had like 50 views.
Monetization for channels who are medium sized. So they just kind of just like crap
I was like a tadpole. You're like
a little sperm, Big Josh. A little sperm.
I won't go that far, but yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think YouTube's changed for the better or changed for the worse in the past 2 years?
It's like more like weird red tape stuff now. It seems like with certain things, it's kind of like like with rules or regulations or whatever. They kind of what I mean, stuff like that, which is kind of odd.
YouTube's always had that like certain you had to have a certain amount of subscribers, a certain amount of views a month to get monetization. I think that's always been there, but I think they may have changed the
numbers, right? They qualify for it or something.
And things like that.
Right.
When it comes to YouTube, I personally, as of right now, have not really seen any changes except for maybe different advertisers advertising on certain videos and things. But because YouTubers like me, like us, we don't have no control over what ads play on our videos or anything like that. It's just sort of whatever happens.
Yeah, we just allow it to happen, and whatever they play, they play.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's like the same. Or that's it's like the same stuff. I haven't really noticed much of a difference.
Like as of right now, COP come into effect, and I haven't noticed a damn change yet or anything or seen anything different. All I know is it is definitely now for smaller people that just want to start doing YouTube videos. It's definitely a lot rougher to even get noticed. Because I know me and Danny, our channels don't really grow or pop, that much really. Like even there's times that Danny and I do some really cool shit with really cool people, and it seems those kind of videos. Like I did I did a video with Jeff Goldblum's in a video I was a part. I did.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's not like we were hanging out. He was just at an event, and I got to talk to him or whatever. But yeah, he's in the thumbnail. He's in the title. No one gave a shit. You know what I mean? Like it didn't get put anywhere. No one cared.
Yeah.
Same thing with Danny. Like he did a video with two big YouTubers recently, and it just sort of got average sized views. And I was
like, whatever.
Well,
and these guys have millions of subscribers. It was like, it was nuts, and it was just like kind of went nowhere.
And that's
like,
really, that's really what I'm talking about. It's just the visibility. It's just so hard. And I mean, I guess in a sense, it's not really. I mean, it can fall on YouTube, but a lot of it has to do with there's so many damn people on YouTube now. It's just like a big whirlpool, just a clogged up artery of people, like as opposed to when I opened my account in 2006. There was nobody on YouTube back then. Nobody.
That was all early.
I stopped. I mean, literally, I stopped doing it when everybody got on. Like in 2009, I stopped for like a few years. Then once I picked it back up, I was like, holy crap, what happened? Everybody and their mom's on. Their grandmother has a YouTube channel baking bread.
It's
my
crazy.
friggin' Aunt Tilly is like clipping her toenails on her YouTube channel. Like, what the hell happened? Everybody's on there. So there really isn't too much, that just goes without saying. It just happens. But I don't know. Especially you guys, you put in a lot of work, and I wish visibility was a little bit better for you guys. And you guys do good. I mean, you compare to some of the smaller ones, but you guys do very well. But is what it is, as they say. So
yeah, totally.
You kind of just have to be consistent and just keep moving forward. Your channel may not, explode like how you see like other people like on the platform. Some people may be younger than you, and you be seeing them getting like millions of views. It's just it's like a random thing, man. If it happens for you, it happens. If it doesn't,
it's real random. Yeah, it's real random. It's like kind of like luck of the draw and see what happens. It's like that's what it is. Sometimes they get some of these other channels get an extra big push from like a company. They get seen more, and things like that. It's all this stuff. It's just like luck of the draw.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of it is luck, pretty much. Absolutely. Brandon, what's going on with, I know you get asked this every friggin' time, but I'm going to ask you. If you hate me, it's okay. I still love you. Is there any I know it's the ball's in his court. I'll tell you right now. I can tell that because I know it's in his court. But Sean C., is there any chance of a true I know you had the video. You guys said hi again at the con or whatever it was. But is there any chance that maybe in the next year, a true reconciliation, or is the friendship kind of, because I've been there before with friends before. I've got many friends who just, when there's a rift that happens, it's just never the same again. And sometimes it's not anybody's fault. It's just how life is. But do you think it'll ever get back to where it was? What do you think about Sean?
Well, to be honest, you never really know.
Yeah.
But like ever since, because of Danny actually is how we started talking again.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
We have a little, communication opened on Instagram. We talk to each other once in a while about stupid shit now.
Right.
It's not nothing like it's not definitely not like how it was before, at least as of right now. But we just talk about like some dumb stuff like something I saw at Amoeba Records.
Right.
The other day I shared with Danny and and Sean at the same time. Like I found a soundtrack to a movie that we're all a part of.
It's right.
And
really?
I didn't. You'll see.
So random. I can't believe you even found that thing. That's like crazy.
Yeah, it's a movie that we're a part of called Devil's Domain. Like I think like we're extras in it. I'm sure Sean had a couple lines in it or something.
Right.
But like I've never seen a soundtrack to a movie I was a part of. I didn't. You know what I mean? Like that never fucking happened.
Yeah, it was really crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Interesting. You found that
he talks on the phone and stuff. I remember a couple times I was out with Sean, and then we just talking. Remember we talk on the phone, or somebody would give you a call and stuff like that. On the way home, remember that we talk like half hour, like little stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm like the medium to try to get him to talk. You know what I mean? Like it's like
you're the neutral mediator.
Try to like make it okay. So hopefully it'll be cool again. But it's just probably just takes time. Who knows? But at least there's some communication. There's some stuff like that, and Sean has no, for me to tell you, has no ill will and nothing like that. Yeah. So probably just takes one of those things. It probably just takes a gradual progression. Hopefully, it gets a little bit better and better each time, and a little bit more. Sometimes it takes time. So hopefully, it'll be all cool.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Well, before we wrap it up for tonight, Big Josh, got any DVDs in that room?
I think. Hold on.
Go get me a DVD. Give me a DVD.
Get that DVD.
Go fetch the DVD, Big Josh. Give me a DVD.
I'll hear this.
All right, get it. Get it. Bring it down here.
Is it Debbie Does a Goat?
Josh, by the way, the camera, Josh, the camera's right in your privates right now. By the way.
Oh yeah,
the best spot. The best spot.
yeah. I have to hold the damn camera majority of the time. Here it is.
All right, what we got? What is that? Power Ranger. All right, what is it?
Power Rangers.
The reboot from that Power Ranger movie 2017.
2017 Power Ranger. Any good or is it? I never saw that.
How was that, Brandon? Was it complete trash?
It was kind of trashy. Like a story of like these five teenagers get together, like outcast. They said that the Yellow Ranger was like a lesbian in the movie, and
Trini?
Yeah. That's the part of the scene where I'll spoil this one scene. It's like her mother comes and just like pee in the cup.
Huh.
So it was Elizabeth Banks played Rita Repulsa, and she goes to Krispy Kreme, and it's like 2 original Power Rangers from the TV show make an appearance in the movie.
If you blink, you miss them though. It's like at the end they're like looking up to the Zords and shit. It's kind of cringe. It's a short
It is. It is. It was just like they're taking the selfies and all that crap. Yeah. And then the Megazord was just like dancing and shit.
Yeah.
The Megazord was dancing and shit.
Hey, Josh.
What?
Josh. You know we haven't had a RueTV 2020 moment, like a physical RueTV 2020 moment tonight. Can you do me a favor?
No.
Josh.
No.
Dance like the Zord.
Dance it up.
Dance like the Zord. Dance like the Zord. Dance like the
course.
Zord. Dance like the Zord. Dance like the Zord and dance like the Zord. Dance like the Zord. Dance like the Zord.
I like
Dance
like
and
this,
dance. Dance
or
like the
I
Zord. Dance like the Zord. Dance like the Zord and dance like the Zord. All right, blazer off. Blazer off. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it around. Spin it, blazer.
No.
Spin it. Dance like the Zord. Oh man, come on now. That it? Is that all we getting?
My chonies are getting tight.
Oh man, the wet one. The wet one.
That was good enough. That was good enough, Big Josh.
That'll salute, as they say.
that'll
I give you a little Heidi Ho. Yeah.
That'll
Y'all got time in Hong Kong, Bart. I still got time in Hong Kong.
You guys ever buy random shit at Salvation Armies other than DVD and Blu-rays? Look at this. Look at this here. Big Josh, look at this.
A toy. What the hell is that?
Yeah, a little creepy, isn't it?
That's a creepy ass kid.
The eyes there. Look at the eyes there, Big Josh. Look at that.
He's stoned. He's stoned. Looks like he's high as a kite.
You better be careful.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Are you advertising towards kids now, Rue?
Look.
I'm checking.
Watch out for that.
There's a video.
Watch out for that shit. Okay, that's an old video. The Parent Trap on. Well, it's like a Hollywood. I mean, in a Hollywood video. Was that Hollywood video?
Yeah,
looks like
Hollywood video. Yeah, the only reason I got it because Elaine Hendricks was in the movie. She's from nearby Morristown, Tennessee.
Oh, Elaine Hendricks. Okay. I have no idea who that is.
But she's from there.
Yeah. She's on now. She's on that CW show, Dynasty.
Okay.
Oh, look at like that rebooted Dynasty.
Yeah, look, I have stuffed dragon. I don't know why the hell I have this in here.
Oh man.
Thank you, Big Josh, for letting us know you have the stuffed dragon. I appreciate that.
I got a minion underneath the table too, so I don't know why.
Gotta drink a lot of water. Good for you.
There's all those big waters in the back. Those big ass.
You know why that minion's under that table.
That's big waters.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water. Unfortunately, I take medicine for my blood pressure and cholesterol, and
Big Josh,
my mouth dries.
Big Josh. What movie said something to you about the Minion? Say it again. What movie about the Minion?
Lord.
Oh, never mind. But we know why it's under that table.
We know why the Minion's under the table, Big Josh.
It's something else.
And we know why and does it have to involve a lot of water that you drink?
Singer.
Well,
now we all know why the Minion's that color. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. What is that poster again, Big Josh? You said it last show. That one behind you with it looks like the Lost Boy. What is that?
That's Sarah Connor from Terminator: Dark Fate.
Oh, well, wait a minute. You had a question you wanted to ask them before we get out of here tonight. You wanted to ask them about Terminator. What was your question? You specifically told me
Terminator.
You were dreaming. You had a dream last night about asking Wet Movie and Danny about Terminator. You were dreaming about this all day.
It wasn't a dream.
In the nude, and you told me, you texted me today. You said in the nude, I had this dream about Terminator and asking them about the.
Shut up.
Shut up, bro. All right. Well, ask them what the question was.
Okay, crazy people.
Ask them. Ask the question. They're scissors.
Okay.
Gotta get that Terminator question.
Okay.
Get it out. They're trying to. Hey Josh, they're trying to entice the Terminator question out.
It's the timeline of Terminator. It's just so damn confusing, like the X-Men franchise.
Okay.
I mean, Terminator. The first one's like 1989. Second one, Judgment Day. Third one, Rise of the Machines. And then the fourth one go on to like Salvation, and the fifth one being Dark Fate.
Right.
Why is the timeline so confusing to where Dark Fate, John Connor dies, and then it's supposed to be like the leader of the Resistance, this and that, the whole 9 yards. It's so damn confusing.
Why is that? So is that your question?
Yeah, that's the question. It's just why is the franchise so I'll say the F word one time. What's so confusing?
Well, you're asking people that are acting and are part of YouTube that have nothing to do with Paramount or nothing to do with
too many hands in the pot.
Production. We don't know, man. We just wake up and exist. We didn't know what the. Why did this happen here? Why did John Connor get shot at the beginning of the?
Because they fucked it all up. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They fucked it all up in a nutshell.
Or it could be worse. I could be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. That movie's cheesy as.
The secret. Wait a minute. What was this? It was the secret of the what, Big Josh?
Ooze.
The Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze. Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze.
The Ooze.
The Ooze.
I like that. That sounds better like that. The Ooze. I like it.
Yeah, it was the most cheesiest movie.
That should have been the voice of the trailer of part 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. That would have been a great trailer.
Ooze. Yeah, you got me saying that. Oh my, it's the Ooze.
That would have been the best. That would have been the best. I like part 2. Part 2 is cool. There's really no violence in it, but it's cool.
Cute, like cutesy wootsy.
Yeah,
I love part 1. Part 1's
dark and sinister.
It's weird. The thing part 2. The only thing that stands out is Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice, yes.
Yeah, remember that?
The third one was like
Super
time travel.
Oh,
the third one.
I hated part 3. I hated part 3.
Yeah, I hated that second one.
A big pile of steamy shit was part 3.
Yeah, Samurai, right? All right, guys. Well, I think we should wrap it up tonight. I think we had a good talk. This is a good, clean hour, I think, despite our technical friggin' difficulties that we had.
That's cool.
Damn technology. But had a good time. Had some good talk. Had some good movie talk. Some TV talk. Well, I don't know TV talk, but VHS talk, I should say. Even talk about Big Josh. Had that big Terminator. Thank you for that Terminator question, Big Josh. really appreciate you. Really appreciate that question. That really added.
I think we solved it.
I think you guys. What movie did you solve it?
I think Brendan did a good job.
The Secret of the Terminator or the Secret of the Ooze?
The Ooze. Both.
I know. If you guys really want to know what happens, how to understand the timeline of Terminator, you guys have to watch this movie called Out and About the Movie 2. It ties all those movies together. It'll be on YouTube in the next month or two. So stay tuned for that if you guys want to figure out the timeline of Terminator. It all ends up in this somehow. But like how, you have to watch out and figure it out for yourself.
But it's there if you figure it out. If you look at all the stuff, it's there. There's all these metaphors for that in the movie. Just hidden metaphors.
Oh, brother!
Everybody, make sure you subscribe to Danny's channel. Link in the description. Make sure to subscribe to Mr. Wet Movies channel.
Yep.
You can't get this because I got this. And when this drops on his YouTube channel, you ain't going to see Gabriel nude. I'm the only one to get to see that because that's just going to be blurred or he's not going to get his YouTube. I get to watch this every night.
Every night.
Yes. Big Josh, any last words for our good friends here, Danny and Wet Movie tonight?
Well, it's been a fun night. I appreciate you guys coming on the show with me and Rue.
Totally, yeah, it was cool, man. Thanks for having us on here. It was fun.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Thanks, guys.
I'll have a great night. It was fun.
You guys have a great night too. And with that, Big Josh, I can't do it. You got to take us out, boy.
Gonna do ooze.
Catch y'all on the ooze flip side, everybody. Ooze deuces.
Ooze deuces.
Oh,
Peace out,
God.
guys.
Later.
Take care.